Hello everyone, welcome to 12am coding. So today we will be learning about a very important library in Spring Boot, which is Lombok. Okay, so let's understand it. So here are few lines. So first of all, we'll be going through them and then we will be moving to the code and we will be seeing how we can implement it. Okay, so first of all, Lombok is a Java library that plugs into your IDE and build tools to automatically generate boilerplate code at the compile time. Okay, and this means that developers don't have to write repetitive code for getter, setter, constructors, or logging. Lombok does it for them. Okay, so this is the beauty of Lombok actually. So let me show you actually what does it means exactly. So for example, we are having one project, okay, it's a Spring Boot project, a Spring demo, and in this we are, let's say, having this fruit class. And we are having one controller where it is just returning a simple fruit with the name and the price. So if you see in this particular class, we have created like two variables, name and price. With that, we have created getters and setters for those two variables, get name, get price, set price, and all the argument constructor we are having, and we are having two string method also to print the object, actually this one. So in this particular Pojo, if you see, this code looks very messy and very big. So currently we are only having two variables, but let's say tomorrow if you are having 100 variables, then it's not that easy for you, right, to see like how it is working. Okay, and it is very hard to read actually. The code readability will be very bad actually. Okay, so for that, we can just remove these entire things and we can just get dependent upon Lombok. It will do all these things for us. So it is written, right, that it will generate the boilerplate code for us. So user don't need to worry about writing some extra code and repetitive getters and setters in every class. And it is like, without, if we don't write, then it will be very efficient, right? So if I remove all these things, then if you see, our controller is screaming actually that it is not having this particular constructor, okay, because we didn't make it. So by using Lombok, we can generate that particular code. So first of all, let's see how we can do that. So there are two things you need to do. Simply, first we need to add the library dependency into our build.gradle. Okay, so we are using Gradle project, so you can just directly go to the start spring.io, and from here, if you go to add dependency, then you can simply add Lombok. Okay, and in Lombok, if you click on the explore, then it will be showing you what dependency it has used. So it is using the compile time Lombok and annotation processor. So actually this Lombok dependency is a compile time. Okay. So whenever your code will compile, at that time this Lombok will be internally, this library will be seeing which which class is having that Lombok annotations, and it will be generating that boilerplate code. And then second is annotation processor. So it is just when whenever compilation time is happening, right? So at that particular time it will inject that particular code. Okay. So we are using the Lombok. So we can build our project. Okay, so this is the first thing. You just need a dependency of Lombok. So we only need it at a compile time. So we need compile time, Lombok dependency, and annotation processor for Lombok. Okay. And then second thing, what you need to do, you can go to the settings, and in this setting, you can simply install Lombok actually. So currently in my system, it is already present in my IDE IntelliJ, but you can install it. Okay. This Lombok is needed so that your IDE will also see that like if no getters and setters are there, then with the annotations it will automatically recognize that it is having that getter setter, okay, automatically. So what we can do, we can just remove all these boilerplate code and we can just rely on Lombok. So simply what you can do, you can just provide at the rate getter, okay, and there is a at the rate setter, okay. So and then like for example, if I'm using it here, okay, so if I create fruit equals to new fruit. Okay, so fruit dot set price and set name, automatically these methods are coming. We are not having into our this particular file those methods. And then you can use all args constructor, then no args constructor if you want, then to string if you want. Those are the annotations. And then slf for 4j we are having. So let's say you want to log something into your controller, so you just simply need slf 4j. It is coming from Lombok, and then it will provide you log dot. So you can just use simply log dot info whatever you need. Okay, so this way, like, it will be help you in the logging also. So these everything is coming from the Lombok automatically. And at the compile time, your IDE is also seeing that all this code is available in the backend actually. Okay, so this is the beauty of Lombok, and if you see, our error is also gone. Okay, because we already provide this particular constructor over here, all argument constructor. Okay, so this is the beauty of Lombok. And if you don't want to use all these annotations separately, then you can simply use @data. Okay, it is like all in one annotation. So if we go to this implementation, we can just download the source, and let's see what is the definition of this @data. So it will contain almost all the annotations. Okay, that is the beauty of this Lombok. Okay, so if you see, it is saying that generate getters for all fields, useful to-string method and hash code equals implementation that check all non-transient fields. Okay, and it is equivalent to getter, setter, required r constructor @to-string @equal and hash code. So these all the annotations are covered into this particular @data annotation. Okay, so this is what about @data. Now let's move to the definition again. So the library integrates seamlessly with popular IDEs such as IntelliJ IDEA and Eclipse, okay, and provides annotations that instruct the compiler to inject methods, constructors, and other utilities into your classes. Okay, these annotations are processed uh, at compile time, so you won't see the actual code in your source file, but they will be present in the compiled byte code. So whenever .class files of this particular project will be created, then that methods will automatically be available. It is not visible here, but it is available in the backend. Okay, so this is all about Lombok. This is a very simple library, and it is a very useful library when we work on it. Okay, because we don't need to do all the that messy code for getter, setter, constructors, and all. Okay, so that's what about Lombok. And if you like this particular video, then please go and hit the like button and share with your friends, and please subscribe the channel. So thank you and see you in the next tutorial.